Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I move to strike the last word. This proposal that we've been talking and discussing, I think it really hits at the heart of America's safety net. The changes to the Supplemental Assistant Nutrition Food Program, I think, could devastate parts that are working well. And I want to start by saying that I think we all believe that people who can work should be working. Work is good. All of us have that same goal in terms of people being self-sufficient. That's why I and many of us in this room support the SNAP education and training programs. SNAP education and training programs are designed specifically to help these people who are recipients develop skills that will ultimately allow them to be self-sufficient. And so let me offer an alternative to the proposed language here. In the 2014 Farm Bill, those of you that were here for that, we talked about this very subject. And we said, why don't we come up with some pilot projects? And guess what? We did in the 2014 bill. Not only in California, and I'm going to describe that project, but in Delaware, Georgia, Illinois, Kansas, Kentucky, Mississippi, Virginia, and Washington State, we have pilot projects that are taking place now, and they're going to report back to the Congress next year in 2019 about what works and what doesn't work. In California, in the Bridge Academy, in my district, we have a program that's fostering results. More than 80% of the Fresno Bridge Academy clients are placed in stable employment. Think about that. 83% are employed by the same company 1 year after placement. 30% of the Bridge Academy clients have achieved full self-reliance even before they graduate from the 18-month SNAP education and training program that my friend Pete Weber and a lot of other good folks have been working on. The voluntary, and I underline voluntary, Fresno Bridge Academy demonstrates success is possible through SNAP ENT, but not all programs yield similar results, and it's different regionally throughout the country. That's why we have these 10 pilot projects in 10 different states. We are still in the early stages, but these are not easy clients to get jobs. Let me tell you, in the Bridge Academy, 75% of the heads of the household have no employment or enrollment that we're dealing with. 24% have no high school or GED. 18% have a prior criminal record. But it's also important to note that our clients are not chronic SNAP beneficiaries, but access SNAP when they are in between low-wage jobs or in between jobs. If we want to help people to become self-reliant, I don't think anyone disputes that, then let's give them a program that does that. The mandatory enrollment in burgeoning SNAP and ENT programs that are not funded under this measure, and I think that's been demonstrated, are going to create a large influx that's very likely to cause these programs, I think, to collapse. This will end up costing billions of dollars, create a new federal bureaucracy, and we'll never have a chance of success. In addition, this measure that we are looking at here today I think could systematically prevent people from getting the food assistance through SNAP that they badly need. Again, it's our safety net that we're talking about. Our children, our disabled, our seniors, and our veterans make up two-thirds of the SNAP recipients. That's the client base. In my district, people may not realize it, maybe why you wonder why I'm so passionate, 25% of my constituents are on SNAP. And that's why this Bridge Academy, with a partnership that's been established some 4 years ago, has been originated, and why we're having results, because everybody believes we've got to try to do something about this. No one debates that. So this program is vital to the health of our community, both in rural and in urban areas, and I have both, and across the nation. Let's get back to the basics. This is America's farm bill. It's America's food bill. It's America's national security. We need to come together. We have traditionally. It should not serve some very well and abandon others, because it's our safety net. So I would suggest that what we're considering today is to look at the whole purpose in 2014 to create these 10 pilot projects. Let's go about our business appropriately, and then let's look at making the changes when those 10 states report back to us in 2019, next year, about what really works and what doesn't work based upon all of these examples around the country. That's the proper way to legislate. After all, states are the laboratories of democracy, right? I yield back the balance of my time.
Chairman yields back. I would point out that the Bridge Academy would be one of those opportunities for a state like California to take advantage of with money that's being provided under this bill. So yes, that would be a part of their solutions if the state wanted to. Ms. Bustos, 5 minutes.